Hi, I'm Katana, and welcome back to KtopiaX. Today's interview is with a talented pop R&B singer named Sunny Lukas. He's from China, but he's also been all around the world, so it's very cool to hear where he picked up many different influences and how he brings this all into his music. And it's also something he values in his life, so it's very cool to talk about that. He also has a new song out called MBTI. It's very good. Please take your MBTI test and comment below. I also want to know your guys' MBTI. That'd be pretty cool. We also talk about ours in the video, so look forward to that. Also, his voice is like really silky, very smooth, and it fits really nicely over the hip hop tracks he does. He also does R&B. He also knows over 20 different languages. We talk about that. We talk about his love of other cultures and diving into that. Very cool. He's also very fashionable. We talk about Y2K fashion. We talk about 2000s influences. We talk about pop music. It's like a lot of fun stuff was covered. I hope you enjoy it. I had a great time. I hope you enjoy watching it. This is KtopiaX Sunny Lukas.
分开也会想 Baby just hold me tight Hold me close Feel so right I don't wanna go Hold me tight Hold me close Feel so right I don't wanna go
So like just introduce yourself to those who haven't heard of you yet and like how you got started in music and all of that.
What's up, guys? My name is Sunny Lukas. I'm a pop R&B singer from China. And if you haven't heard, my latest single, MBTI, is out right now.
I hit you with the MB like a TI Switch it up like a private show I'm rolling with the ABGs at the VIP 6 figures like a domino I can be an E or an I Anything for your loving You know I can be your type All night if you want it, girl
I started music when I was 12. I got interested in playing the guitar, so I kept learning, and then continued doing covers, and then started music production and songwriting when I was 16. And then I went to Berklee College of Music to study songwriting, and it just kind of brought me to here.
That's pretty extensive, like music starting from 12. Like,
Yeah, it was very classically trained background for piano, and then it went to like self-learning, self-taught guitar, to pop music. So it was a huge transition for me, but I'm glad I found something I love.
How was it transitioning from being classically taught to making like pop R&B hip hop? How did that feel?
Before it was mostly, it was forced by parents. So the classic traditional Asian household. Everybody were to to learn piano. So I wasn't really happy with doing piano lessons and all that. But I got into pop music primary school when everybody was listening to Katy Perry, Bruno Mars, Eminem. And then I would start these like rap battles with my friends, like, oh, the first one to remember an Eminem verse is like the cooler person. So I would just always, on the way to school, on the bus, be listening to Eminem, the Recovery album, and just memorizing all his verses. And boom, until today, like I know literally all of his verses.
That's funny. That's cool though.
So I started off with like some rap, hip hop stuff, and then I got into more R&B, pop. Yeah.
That's cool. That's a cool transition to be trained in both, basically.
Yeah.
So
It's good to have like a good knowledge.
Yeah, like well-rounded.
Yeah.
So for MBTI, what was the process making that song? I really like it. It's like Y2K.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Very catchy.
I hit you with the MB like a TI Switch it up like a private show I'm rolling with the ABGs at the VIP 6 figures like a domino I can be an E or an I Anything for your loving You know I can be your type All night if you want it, girl.
I've been playing it a lot. It's good. I like it.
Yo, thank you so much.
No problem.
Stream's been going up.
Yeah, you did that. It's good.
Yeah, MBTI, honestly, it's such a, like, it's such a, what do you call, it's such a good topic of conversation. And, especially in Asian culture, we use it as an icebreaker. So we kind of like ask a lot of people, hey, what's your MBTI? My MBTI is ENFJ, of course, but I feel like it fluctuates at times. I feel like just because you're a certain type doesn't mean you're that person. And I feel like it just kind of like broadly generalizes, what type of person you are on a first impression or first date. But honestly, the song's just about you can be all MBTIs, and I feel like don't put yourself in a box, and kind of take advantage of it, show your true colors, be yourself, and you can attract all kinds of MBTIs. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. And, in terms of the whole, the sonics of it, I wanted to keep, of course, the Y2K hip hop, pop, upbeat genre back into it. So, which was in alignment with my previous single, Situationship and Role Model.
Hold me tight, hold me close, feel so right. I don't wanna go. Hold me tight, hold me close, feel so right. I don't wanna go. Call your girlfriends, you can bring them down here. Make them more jealous with your move glare. All the boys with the pants take a backseat. Cause your Mrs. Independent.
I really love Y2K stuff. And this is just paying homage to that, period growing up in primary school. And
Yeah, nice. I didn't know too much about MBTIs, and like when I started getting into music, like by Asian artists, that's when I found out about MBTI. So I took the test and I forgot what it was, but I took it again for the sake of this interview. I'm ENFJ.
Yeah, me too. That's crazy.
Yeah. But yeah, I took it real quick. So I used to be a I, and then I do notice how it can fluctuate, like like based on where you are in life.
For sure, it's like what the situation is,
And like in America, I feel like zodiac signs are popular here.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah. And then I got into what like the Chinese zodiac. That's pretty cool. Like it's kind of different from the Taurus, Virgo, that type of thing.
Yeah, astrological signs, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. For the Y2K aesthetic, you also have it in your fashion. Does your fashion sense play into your like image as an artist and who you are, and outside of art? Like, is fashion something important to you?
100%. I feel like aesthetic-wise, visually, it needs to be all in alignment with each other. And yeah, I mean, for me, the style just it comes in phases. I feel like now I'm definitely rocking the more baggy, the loose streetwear type fashion. Just test it out, and I feel very comfortable in it. I think the most important thing is being comfortable. Fashion's kind of like your own skin, your own color. So I just kind of want to display that. And yeah.
Nice. I love the different styles you've been doing. It's nice.
Yeah. Thank you so much. It's just, it's quite expensive, to keep buying clothes.
It is, especially if you want like that certain look. Yeah.
Exactly. So it's kind of like, do I get the stylist or do I just style myself? Because I normally just style myself, but whatever's sustainable, because I like to sell clothes too. That's kind of like my what do you call, my part-time job as well.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
I do makeup as my part-time job.
Ooh.
So
that's cool. I do that too.
Nice.
I mean, not as a job, but
for your American pop influences, I saw you like Justin Bieber.
Yeah, Bieber for sure.
And what shocked me was the One Direction, because I used to love One Direction.
Oh, they're crazy, yeah.
Yeah, and I feel like people, your song, BAP,
Oh, BAB. Oh, yeah.
I thought it was
BAB.
cute.
Baby, I don't know much if I'm honest. So show me what it's all about. You're a pretty ass bitch, give it up one time. Pretty ass bitch, give it up. You're a pretty ass bitch, give it up one time. Yeah, we can take it slow, or we can take it home. And
I thought it was
BAB.
cute because it sounds like it reminds me of like an old One Direction song, but if it was
Oh,
adult, like
yeah.
yeah.
I get it. I get it. Yeah, it does give that vibe. Yeah, explicit One Direction. For
Yes,
sure.
explicit One Direction, but it's really good. I like
Yeah.
that one. It's very catchy.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah.
Are there any other artists you're listening to right now in either America? It doesn't matter where they're from, America
Yeah.
or not.
Recently I stumbled upon, I really like mellow, chill jazz rap. So, this guy ARDN is really, really good. And, of course, this up-and-coming R&B singer, Jadon.
Oh, I know
He
him.
got this
He's
song,
good.
Caviar, which is sensational.
He's really good.
And, other than that, some UK, R&B groups, FLO, Flow,
Oh,
really,
they're
really
good too.
poppin'.
Yeah.
Yeah, and in K-pop, this up-and-coming Long Shot's really good.
I love long
So yeah, I'm just like all across the map with it. But yeah, my early influences were definitely like, yeah, as you mentioned.
Nice. And I listened to that Long Shot EP. It was really smooth for him to be so young too.
Super smooth. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's this Justin Bieber voice.
Yes, it's very
So.
light.
Yeah, definitely. I'm a fan. I did a remix of one of the songs, Moonwalkin'. So
Nice.
check that out.
I saw that one. It was good. It was good.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
limousine, watch me pull up, girl, I'm walking like I'm Michael Jackson. Too loud, can't hide the fashion. Oh, can you feel the traction? No, she can't. Michael Jackson, show the moonwalking. Hallelujah.
You did these like on street like interviews, like you were like,
Oh yeah.
this guy sounds like Jungkook.
Yeah.
Do you speak Chinese?
No.
Can I teach you a couple phrases?
Okay.
你的出现.
你的出现
Dynamite. Girl, your body, ooh, like dynamite.
Ready?
你的出现真的太坏，想入你的陷阱离不开，离不开。Yeah, the situationship 来不及拒绝。
So, and you did like the K-pop Demon Hunters cover.
I'm caught in the fire, I'm walking the wire, the top is so lonely. Yeah, got gold in my skin, so no demon can wash it away.
So what's your like connection with K-pop and like the music scene for there?
For now, I'm writing for some K-pop groups and idols.
Cool.
Currently, I'm working with this guy called Tony Yu. He's signed under SM, and he's actually a Chinese artist. But he comes to Korea a lot, and he's got a pretty good fan base. He's a really big Chinese idol though. And we got a few songs coming out this year that I wrote and produced, so I'm really, really excited about that. And in terms of K-pop, like I write with a lot of really big, successful producers and songwriters out here, and just learning, just trying to, put my foot on the ground and, yeah, just kind of like put my footprint. And yeah, and other than that, social media wise, I try to do as much covers and remixes. And yeah, I'm just really, really happy to see the achievements, especially from Golden and the Jungkook videos. I just feel like as an Asian independent artist, you can't live without K-pop, I would say. So you gotta really like utilize it to your own strength, and just kind of mold it together in either your content or your career or whatever. Because I honestly I love K-pop too. So such a big industry. So I think it's really important for artists to to really tap in and just learn. It's really different from American music, but it's getting close now.
Yeah,
K-pop always pushes boundaries, so I think that's the most interesting thing for me.
I agree. Like, K-pop is so big and everyone knows about it now. So it's crazy.
Yeah, it's huge. So
Congratulations on like working with all those producers. That's really cool.
thank you so much. It's all self-connected. I just DM them. They're super super nice and humble people, and when we're working together in the same room, I learned so much. So I think it's definitely a really good experience so far.
Yes. I also remember you did a performance on the show The Next, and you did the
Yeah.
Golden Hour cover.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know it was you at the time, but I saw it a couple years ago, and it was
All
on my
right.
YouTube recommended, and I watched the whole thing. I
Oh,
was like, this is beautiful. And then
thank you.
I just found out, like when you messaged me, that that was you, and I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. So how was that being on that show? That was a really good performance, by the way.
Yeah, it was definitely the best experience of my life. Honestly, it's probably I think one of my most proudest achievements, going on that show and that stage. It definitely led me to a lot of places that I've never, dreamt of going to. So it was a challenge though for me because I'm not like a tenor. I'm not known for hitting high notes, right? I'm more for my smooth, silky tone and rhythm. So you know that was definitely a challenge because, of course, um, the co-star, my partner, I guess, at that time, of that stage, she sings really high, so I needed to kind of,
Like match her tone.
yeah, kind of like, yeah, match that key, so which was higher than the original. And for me, I was already struggling singing the original, so.
Angel of light, I was all alone with the love of my life. She's got glitter for skin, radiant beaming the night.
I just had to practice and just break out of my comfort zone. So, but it was definitely very nerve wracking.
Especially such a big stage too. Like,
Yeah, but it was
yeah.
live. Everything was open mic. There was no, there
Wow.
wasn't tuning or anything. So, uh, I just can't believe I hit that note.
To see you shine is your golden hour. Oh, you slow down time in your golden hour.
Did what you had to do.
Yeah, I think that was the highest note I've ever hit on like TV. So, yeah, it did pay off, and it did do really well in Southeast Asian markets. So, I'm really happy about that show, and of course, meeting all the mentors, people that I aspire and really look up to. Um, yeah, in person, like it's just like whoa, they're like watching my performance in front of me, Jackson J, like, and I just killed it. So it just means nothing's impossible. Keep dreaming and work hard.
It was very like rewarding.
Yeah, for sure. Oh,
That's really cool though. You've done a lot.
could do more.
That's a good
Honestly, I have
mindset.
these like, yeah, thank you. Yeah, I'm just grinding, fully independent for my whole life. So it's not an easy route, but I'm definitely I'm definitely committed for sure.
So also, since you played so many sports, when
Oh yeah.
does that does the discipline from sports like play into like why you're so determined now? And how was that like
100%.
playing all those sports and everything?
Oh yeah, I mean, I grew up. My dad played football, so I started getting into football at a very young age, and then golf. My aunt, and then my mom kind of forced me to play golf for when I was a kid, and then I did basketball for my junior national team, and then I did cross country, badminton, ping pong,
Wow.
training with the Beijing team, and then I did swimming, butterfly, silver medal for international school,
That's cool.
and then silver medal for cross country. I did tennis in Florida. Wanted to go pro, and then yeah, just did a bunch. Found out tennis and golf were my favorite. But it just, yeah, you just gotta learn how to be disciplined. Before each, game, each match, you gotta, stay hydrated, eat well, sleep well, don't do bad stuff. Keep your body in good shape. Just like you're supposed to go on a stage. Yeah, the night before, you gotta teach yourself that, and yeah, it's sports and music, similar stuff, just rhythm.
Yeah. And
Once
keeping
you're in
up
a rhythm,
stamina too.
you're good. Exactly, stamina, rhythm, consistency, and also just it's almost like showmanship too. You gotta, the same thing within a match. There's a crowd, right? Same thing on a stage. There's an audience, so it's just performance.
Yeah.
It's just how you perform.
Mhm.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what it is. So it's good. It correlates.
Yeah. That's a lot of sports.
Yeah, I try to push myself as an athlete because I feel like, that's it's the only way for people to actually like you back in high school, back in middle school, it's like if you don't do sports, like no people are gonna think you're a nerd
I
or a
used to
bookworm.
I'm glad my mom put I wasn't like pro, but I did it cuz I enjoyed it. I played soccer and I ran track, and
Yeah.
I would say like that's the best thing she ever told me to do other than pushing me to do media, because it gave me like a purpose when I was in high
Yeah.
school. It gave me like something to do. I really like Situationship. I like the choreography and like that hip hop vibe.
Baby, just hold me tight, hold me close, feel so right. I don't wanna go. Hold me tight, hold me close, feel so right. I don't wanna go.
And then towards the end, it's like a Jersey club beat,
Mm.
and it's so
Yeah.
nice.
Dance with me, party with me, dance with me, eyes on me, drinks on me, party with me, dinner on me.
Yeah.
So who made the beat first of all? What was the
So it's
process?
Australia. Sorry, New Zealand. He's from New Zealand. Struan Finley. He produced almost like all of my last 5 singles, from Deja Vu, Situationship, Role Model. What else? Wait, sorry, only 3. But yeah, he's really, really dope. He's got that aesthetic. He's got that signature sound. And I just told him to just add the jersey. I feel like in a song there has to be dynamic. It needs to be progressive. Adding something new, is definitely interesting at the end. So I just wanted to try it out. I've never done jersey, nor have I done like drill R&B, because the whole beat in Situationship was drill.
Yeah.
I don't know if you noticed.
That's probably why I liked it so much. Yeah.
Yeah, I just try to like blend, stuff that won't actually work. It's kind of like, in chemistry class, if you just mix like 2 chemicals together that aren't supposed to be together, you get maybe like a weird reaction or an explosion, right? So for me, it's just, yeah, mixing the wrong chemicals together and just seeing if it explodes. And apparently for Situationship, it just sounded great.
Yeah, I really like that, and the dancing was nice. I like the choreography.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, for that one, it was my Filipino homie in Hong Kong, Masa Agustin. He did most of the choreo, and then there was another guy, AK Kalana in Dubai. He did like the final half. So just very very incredible people to work with, and you learn so much during the process. And we shot it in a studio in Dubai, and we got a lot of student dancers, and they're really really good.
Yeah, they killed it.
So yeah, yeah,
Culture diversity and like different cultures something that's important to you because you're connected through America, China, Korea, and then you like mentioned Dubai. That's so much different cultures. That's something that like is value to you.
for sure. It's one of my core values and what I represent as an individual. I think being multicultural is so important. Having different perspectives of, in life, and I feel like experiencing different cultures really just enhances your richness as an individual,
I agree.
and being able to communicate, maybe in different languages, or understanding and appreciating different people's, culture and stuff. Yeah, it's just good to have a understanding, right? So that's why for me, my biggest goal, like other than music, is actually to go to different countries and visit, and maybe just like stay there for a bit, so I can learn, their history, their culture, their music, their food, their language, everything. I feel like the world is so big, so if I have the opportunity, that's why I love music so much, is because it can bring you to different places. It could reach different audiences. So that's just it's a win-win situation for me. And I love learning languages, if you don't know.
Yeah, I saw 20 different languages. That is so many different languages. That's cool though.
I know 20,
That's
but
so cool.
most of them is just like I could just greet myself.
Okay.
But then the people would still be shocked, like how do you even know how to say hello, So yeah, just curiosity for me.
Yeah, that's cool. That's the reason why why I started doing interviews is especially people of all different backgrounds and cultures because I
Yeah.
want to learn about different things and I have friends of different races and cultures and I love like eating their food or like going to their place. So I love stuff like that. I understand.
Oh, nice, nice. That's good. Yeah.
I have a friend, she's Bolivian, and her mom's food is amazing. And it was my first time having it, so it's pretty cool.
Oh, really? That's crazy. I gotta try that out too.
It's good. It's delicious. How do you choose when to sing in Mandarin versus when to sing in English versus maybe when to try the other languages, Like, how do you know, like, oh, I want to say this in English or I want to sing this in Mandarin or something like that?
My whole thought process, like in general, like in life, is all English. So most of my music is actually English based. The thing with Situationship was because I don't know. I think maybe because I was living in China at that time, and then I just met like one of my rapper friends, and then he told me he offered this service where he would like translate English lyrics to Mandarin. And I was like, okay, let's try it out. So if it wasn't, for him, we did two songs together actually. One called Omakase and one called
Like omakase. You know it. 却我眼前变成你 yeah. I be like who that with a who that 唯独是一种美式 wavy with no durag 在我面前 girl so damn fine.
Omakase and one called Situationship.
That
So
one's good.
yeah, originally Omakase and Situationship were both English.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, can we translate this part, whatever. And then yeah, he did it, and I re-recorded it, and for some reason, like that just ended up being that version.
Cool. Nice.
Yeah, and then I guess it sounded great. I'm happy about it because looking back now, it was a great marketing tactic. or else the street interviews would be impossible without the Chinese words. So yeah, actually, I might even consider doing half and half now from now on, so I can use the street interviews as a way of promotion. But just letting you know, heads up, February 14th, my next single after MBTI is gonna be Spanish, English, and a bit of Korean.
Nice. That's cool.
Yeah.
Nice. What's it called?
It's called Dios mío, like oh my God, it means in Spanish.
Nice. I'm excited to hear that. I never heard a song
Yeah,
with that many
it's
different languages.
very like it's like Latin like Latin chill jazz mellow rap.
Nice. I'm excited to hear that.
Yeah, it's super dope, and I'm excited for that.
That's cool though. Like all those different languages in one song.
Yeah, and then the one after that is French. So
Nice. Just trying doing all the languages basically.
yeah, and then maybe back to Chinese again.
Nice. Full circle.
Yeah, for sure.
So how have you grown from your first album, Everything is Beautiful, to now? I'm sure you were way
First
younger.
album, I didn't write anything. That's the thing. That's the biggest growth. I didn't write nor produce or have a say. I mean, I guess I did have a say, but it was mainly kind of like manufactured
Okay.
by someone else.
Gotcha.
I just selected the beats, and I didn't really have like musical knowledge, so I really didn't know what's good. I just wanted like pop songs, like cool stuff. But looking back, the songs are very, very catchy because it was written by a really, really great songwriter, who's like definitely my biggest mentor and the biggest inspiration in life. Drew Ryan Scott. He taught me how to write, and I can't thank him enough. Yeah, he wrote like over, I think, 10 songs in my career. 10 songs, 15, I don't know. But yeah, he's super, super talented, and he just kind of like helped me, the whole songwriting process.
So, like, since that album was, like you said, manufactured, do you feel like you like the color you created for your music now and like your sound now?
Yeah, it evolved big time. Before it was just like making stuff for fun, and just making stuff that felt like who I was during that time. When I was like 16, 17, when I first released my first song, it was just, I literally spent almost 2 months writing that first song I dropped, Nostalgic. But now, I could just finish a song in a day. So, yeah, the characteristics, the sound, everything, it definitely changed big time. I feel like the quality now. I mean, quality wasn't an issue, like technically speaking. It was more of just the character, the message, and I guess sonically, and of course the way I was singing, of course, my tone. So I feel like before it was more so the generic cheesy pop songs, but now it's kind of like my own story, my own flavor. Trying different genres and meshing it into one different languages. It's just kind of like at this part of my life, what I want to convey to the audience. So definitely a huge switch up. And now I have so much say in the music I make. I'm definitely the executive producer for all my songs. So I have a better understanding.
That's a blessing though to have control over all your stuff now. I feel like not a lot of people have a lot of autonomy sometimes over their music. So it's nice that you have that. It's like a gift and a curse sometimes being independent. Cause like,
stay independent, everybody.
Yes, I do all this, like my interviews and stuff. I do it mainly by myself, so I understand. I can relate to a lot of independent artists because you do everything yourself. So
yeah, you got to hustle. We're like hustlers, basically, you know?
Yeah,
So, yeah.
definitely understand.
Hmm.
So for your future plans, other than your new song coming out,
Yeah.
are you going on tour? I saw something about that.
Yeah, so right now we're in the talks. Right now we're doing a European tour. I'm working with this French agency, so we're probably gonna hit London, Amsterdam, Paris, Italy, Germany.
Okay.
Supported with two DJs, a Japanese and a Korean one, and I'm gonna be like the main singer. So that's gonna be for March. And other than that, we're still. Oh, actually, I have my first solo show in China, in Wuhan, March 14th. So I'm really, really excited for that.
Congratulations.
The first stop of the MBTI World Tour. So yeah, we're gonna see how things go, and of course we're gonna keep planning for North America, Europe, other places around the world. So that's that. Uh,
Congratulations
yeah,
on those shows. I hope they go well.
thank you so much. Yeah,
You were born in China?
I was born in Hong Kong,
Okay.
and then I went to the UK for a bit, and I went to Beijing for school, and then I went to Connecticut for high school, then Boston for university, and then moved back to Shanghai, and then Dubai for a bit, and now I'm in Korea.
How did how does it did you pick up a lot of tools creatively and musically and just like a lot of life experiences from moving around and like traveling so much? Like that does that I'm sure that affected like how you are and like how you create.
Yeah, I mean, it's different because different places have, different vibe,
Mm.
you know, even with the music and stuff. Like when I'm in China, like I feel like I'm just immersed into that oriental sound, like ballads and stuff. And then when I go to the US, like everything is just saturated with like radio and a lot of those jazz, blues, and then back into Dubai, there's just a lot of Arabic music, like Egyptian rappers. So yeah, it's just all over the spectrum, and it just helps me, I just kind of like collect things, wherever I'm going. So that definitely helped me with a lot.
You it makes for like a very diverse like when you make music, that's
Yeah.
probably like why your music has a very like unique colors cuz it's you have a lot of like inspiration you picked up a lot along the way. That makes sense.
Yeah, yeah. It's hard to say where I got it from, but yeah, the creative process is quite fun. I always want to challenge myself. I always want to do something I've never done before. Like putting three languages in a song, is definitely new for me.
Mm.
Switching the vibe up, like every single song that I'll be releasing from now on, every song is gonna be kind of like very different. And I feel like the main difference starts with the drums, right? If you hear, if you go from, let's start with, Role Model, right? It's a very like Neptune sounding Pharrell, Timbaland type drum,
Yeah.
right? And then you go to like Situationship where we're getting like those drill type, rhythm, and then ends with a jersey. And then you go to Deja Vu, which is just a straight, like a hip hop drum structure. And then you go to like PAB where it goes with a boom, 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 boom in the chorus. It's like very, very different, and acoustic throughout the whole song. And then what's my next one? And then now we have MBTI, which is a super like Y2K clubby, mid-tempo song. So all have different drum structures and different like elements into it. But the next one is gonna be so different, like probably drastically the most different. Yeah.
It sounds like it's like I like how it doesn't like it's not going to really fit in line with the other ones, but it's cool because now people are like, "Oh, what is he going to do next?" Like because you're doing something
Yeah,
completely different. That's pretty cool.
exactly. I can't really stay, there's just only, a certain amount of Y2K, vibe you can go for. But I
Yeah.
feel like if you can maintain that that essence, either, keeping the tone consistent or just keeping the attitude when you're singing, when you're delivering, consistent, or the whole visual. I feel like, you can switch it up to jazz. You can switch it up to even like Motown or like
Oh,
slow jams
yeah.
or rock. I
Mm.
feel like these elements could be like slowly introduced when you're keeping that core, you know, uh, character, that flavor still there. So I feel like people can still identify, you know, the song, whether if they don't know, who I am, but they can just identify it through like my vocals and just the way I sing. So yeah.
I agree. When I was listening to your music, the other than the instrumentals, the main thing that stuck out to me is your vocals are so consistent. Like your voice is very smooth and like airy. It's like
Mm,
but it's also like pretty grounded. It's
yeah.
like every time a song switched, it wasn't like a jolt. It was like, oh, that's him. So like it was very cool. Like how
Mm,
when Spotify when you're I was trying to listen to just you and Spotify changed to put someone else on. I was like, oh, I felt the switch. I was like, no, I just want to hear this. So
yeah,
I
yeah,
noticed
yeah.
how consistent. I really like your voice tone. It's really nice.
Oh, thank you so much.
Mm.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still trying to like perfect it. It's not perfect, but I appreciate it. Yeah, it's something I can't change, but it will get better for sure.
So, is there anything else you have to say to any like new listeners or anyone who's just finding out about you or your current fans? Like any like closing words?
I love to cook.
Nice. What you
Yeah,
cooking?
and my favorite snack. Oh, fruits and veggies.
Okay. Like
Yeah.
what type of dish though?
What type of dish? Vegetarian dish.
Oh, I used to be vegan. I was vegan for 7 years.
Oh,
So I used to do a
nice.
lot of like vegetables and tofu and all that type of thing.
Yeah, yeah, tofu I eat,
Nice.
but I stopped.
Mm.
Mm.
Why?
So the thing about my cooking is I don't add any sauce, no salt,
Ah.
no pepper.
Ah.
It's literally, if I cook chicken breast, it would be straight off the pan, like nothing, no dressing.
Ah.
If I eat like salad, like lettuce, I would just grab the romaine and put it on my plate, wash it and put it on my plate. Like no balsamic, no oil, olive oil. Or when I eat eggs, I don't even season it. So
Oh.
that's like my style of cooking is unseasoned,
Okay.
called
Okay.
no flavor.
Okay. Okay. I do
Yeah,
like so much flavor.
because I save all the flavor into my music. I'm just scared if I
Okay.
put
Okay.
too much flavor, into my food, my style gets wackier, my music gets
Hmm.
shittier. So I'm just joking.
I was about to say this is
Yeah,
interesting.
yeah. And another hobby of mine, I really, really love folding clothes.
Hmm.
That's
Really?
always been a hobby. Yeah. I do all my packing myself, and yeah, folding clothes.
That's
There's a
interesting.
song, it's one of my favorite J. Cole song called Folding Clothes.
Mm-hmm.
Not Kehlani, by the way.
Mm.
Folding Clothes by J. Cole.
I will
It's
look
like,
that
I
up.
want to fold clothes for you. I want to make you feel good.
I'm looking that up. That's crazy.
So good. And then whenever I'm folding clothes, I would just, listen to that. And it just makes me so happy because it teaches you discipline, right? It teaches you
Mm.
patience. And like, okay, though there's like a pile of, mess out here, I'm just gonna
Fold these
fold them
clothes.
individually.
Nice.
The undergarments, the hoodies. The worst are those like uneven, designed t-shirts.
Or
It's like,
like
how do I put them in
I
symmetry?
used to work retail when I was younger, like retail clothes, and I did find joy in folding from working retail. That's kind of yeah. I understand.
Right?
I do understand.
Like, I didn't know how to fold when I was young, but my mom taught me how to fold. So
Mm,
ever since then, thank you.
nice,
Now I'm folding myself.
nice. Yeah. So that's all
Yeah.
the questions I had.
Thank you so much.
Switch it up like a private show. I'm rolling with the ABGs at the VIP.